Can they do it against the Hurricanes? Boy, yesterday was exhilarating. If you like intensity in your sport with so much on the line, you got that last night in a double overtime Ranger win over the Hurricanes. The Rangers lead 2-0 in the best-of-7 series, and now the Garden gives way to the Knicks tonight for Game 2 of their series against the Pacers. But we start with the Rangers tonight. I mean, I'll tell you what, they play hard, they play gritty, they've got stars. I mean, they're not like the Knicks. They both teams play hard, but the Rangers have legitimate superstars up and down their roster. Don, that was an impressive win, and obviously Shesterkin was amazing.
Well, the memo to the rest of the league that might have to play the Rangers between now and when the Cup's lifted, stay out of the box. This team is going to kill you on the power play. Their game-tying goal came on the power play. The game-winning goal came on the power play. He has just been incredible, and he's, I think, the reason that Panarin and Lafreniere had career years. Not so much last night, but he's been tremendous on the face-off dot. Two points last night. He right now, if they awarded to Conn Smythe for playoff MVP, he would be the favorite to win it from the Ranger contingent. So you just got to be thrilled. And I know you guys, Peter, more so than Michael, aren't the biggest hockey fans. I don't think there's anything better than playoff overtime hockey. Oh, just from the standpoint, Michael, I had to cross my leg. There was no time to go to the bathroom. There's no commercial breaks. You get one, maybe I would say a minute and a half break when they come out for the dry scrape and the first stoppage after 10 minutes of overtime, but they don't go to commercial on television. I mean, there are people that you can't look away. I could not take notes. Like, I tried to take notes during the course of the game, like big save Igor or Anderson made this save or whatever. I can't take my eye off the ice long enough to write a note. Something might happen that completely changes the game. And it is just incredible what that kind of offers. And to have both games last night, because Dallas and Colorado went to overtime as well, but you start to get where it's like after 11 o'clock and guys are playing over 30 minutes of hockey. 4 players for the Rangers played over 30 minutes. Trocheck played over 35 minutes in that game. There's got to be something in the air at the Garden.
Yeah, it's the Josh Hart effect.
Now, have you ever had a dry scrape, Peter? Because it doesn't sound fun.
A dry scrape?
Yeah, that's what Don said happened.
I don't know how else to describe it. I understand that it sounds awful. But they're not bringing a Zamboni out. They're just shoveling the ice.
It's not what you want.
So that's it. That's the only break. So 2-0 tomorrow, Thursday in Raleigh.
Now, so you can look at it as feeling really good that the Rangers were so severely outshot and won again. But you can also look at it as that's going to start catching up with you.
Well, what's going to catch up with them, I'm telling you, is these penalties. I mean, they're 10 for 10 on the kill.
Right, but why will it catch up with them? I mean, they're so great at killing it.
I know, but it's and listen, it can work against you, I guess, if you're Carolina, where you keep missing and then it gets in your head and it becomes an issue. But when you're killing penalties, Michael, that means Panarin's not on the ice. Like it just takes you out of your game that you've got to go out there and kill penalties, that even if you kill them, it kind of takes you out of your flow of what you're trying to do. Instead of being the aggressor, you're now on the defense. There are guys not getting a chance to play. Takes them out of their rhythm. So you want to try to be able to play a cleaner game. Jacob Trouba did not have a great game, committed 3 penalties. He had an awful turnover on the second Gensel goal where he just threw it into the neutral zone, created an odd man rush the other way. And Sebastian Aho is a terrific player, and he finds Gensel for the one-timer in the slot. So this is a Carolina team, unlike Washington, where you might be able to get away with a few mistakes. Carolina is going to jump on every mistake that you make, but the Rangers are the same way. So they're up 2-0. I'm cautiously optimistic because I think things will change once they get to Raleigh. But how do you not just feel great about what this team's accomplished? They've won 6 straight games in the playoffs, 8 straight overall because they won the last 2 games of the regular season to secure the President's Trophy. And everything just seems to be working for them. And all the stars are being the stars. And how good is Igor? How good was he in overtime, Michael? There were just a couple of point-blank saves. He was just incredible. And that's what Carolina's now created, too. We could talk about the penalty kill, but a lot of the penalty kill is Igor making big saves on that kill. So maybe he'll climb into Carolina's head where, hey, are we going to be able to beat this guy in anything but deflections? That seems to be the best way they score, is just getting putting traffic in front of him, because when it just comes to a clean shot, if Igor is going to see it, he's going to save it.
Well, their goaltending coach, Benoit Hilaire, who's considered one of the best, he did something with this guy, because remember when he was struggling, it looked like maybe they should play quick more. But they have straightened this guy back out to be what he was. And I was in the car driving home from the stadium during the first overtime. I got to tell you, Kenny Albert is terrific. I mean, his ability to keep up with the pace and the play, he's a terrific play-by-play guy. And then I got home in time to watch the second overtime at home. And, hockey's not my favorite sport, but I agree with Don. I defy anybody to watch playoff hockey and then playoff overtime hockey and not be hooked. And just to see the joy and the delirium at Madison Square Garden. I mean, this fan base loves this team. They were behind the team. I think they played a big role in the team's victory. It was that amazing. It was an amazing spectacle. I think we're going to see more of the same tonight with the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, I think a building can affect the officials as well, Michael, because when you watch a game and you see, somebody get tripped, the crowd immediately reacts to a gasp and a loud boo or a tremendous cheer or something. Like, I don't know how that doesn't get in officials' heads. It's one thing for players to kind of drown it out, because I guess they're used to it. I guess officials could be as well. But, like, how do you not be influenced by a Garden crowd of 18,006 at a hockey game?